Here's the thing. Did you know that on the day Charlie Kirk was murdered, that there was also a school shooting, a high school shooting in Colorado at Evergreen High School? The young man who injured and attempted to murder other students was a 16-year-old named Desmond Holley. He was apparently radicalized by groups associated with MAGA. They don't say which one specifically, but it's either Proud Boys, Oath Keepers, one of those type of groups, I'm pretty sure. But what I found most fascinating and shockingly coincidental is the fact that around 2 o'clock, Charlie Kirk was murdered in a horrific act that captured the nation's attention for days. It essentially buried everything else, including the school shooting at Evergreen High School. However, at 6 o'clock that night, while the news was still focusing on Charlie Kirk, our government got together and they voted, the MAGA Republicans, to keep the Epstein files hidden. Now, it may not shock you, but it did me to find out that one of the biggest proponents of seeing the Epstein files was Charlie Kirk.
With the federal government about holding discussions. Maxwell is currently sentenced to 20 years in federal prison for sex trafficking, but is pursuing a claim that her trial was unfair, since she is still contesting her own case that may impact what she is ready to tell prosecutors. But maybe some kind of a deal could be reached for information. We will see. Of course, Bondi has filed to unseal grand jury documents in this case, which is massive news. Joe Biden did not do that. President Donald Trump has authorized the DOJ to move to unseal the grand jury documents. The voices of the base have been heard and continually are being heard in this way. Now, look, this is why they're going straight to the source and why this is so powerful. If anybody actually has the information of what has happened around Jeffrey Epstein, it's not going to be some James Comey created file. It is going to be Ghislaine Maxwell.
Have a good day.